Okay, let's get into this one here. This is a battle of two supreme hunters coming from two very well-known pantheons. Pakhet, representing Kemetic belief systems, versus Artemis, the huntress of the Greek pantheon. So let's get to know both of them a little bit. Now, here's what I really like about Pakhet. She's a lion goddess of the hunt. She embodies both the ferocity of Sekhmet and the cunning of Bastet. She strikes with precision of a predator. She's got desert adaptation. She's a master of desert wilderness and thrives in harsh environments where heat and dryness wear down other beings. She's got night vision. She's got stealth. She's got spiritual protection. So she's resistant to any kind of dark forces or evil manipulation or even divine manipulation, and that's going to matter. She's got feline reflexes and speed. And she wields the claws of divine fury. They're capable of running through flesh, armor, and even magical constructs. And she wears protective amulets to ward off magic or curses. She's trained to be the height of desert survival and constant battle against supernatural threats. She's driven. Artemis is the Greek goddess of the hunt. She's the goddess of the wild. She governs nature, wild animals, and wilderness. She's a perfect marksman with her divine bow. She's got speed and agility of a god, so superhuman. She commands beasts on some level, and she possesses true immortality. Now, she has her bow and her quiver of moonlit arrows and her enchanted hunting knife for close combat. Now, this is where it really gets into it. In terms of, like, strength, now, these are both divine beings. So I'm not going to weigh one being more divine than the other. In terms of strength, I'm going to go with Pakhet because of her lioness manifestation. She's going to be stronger and faster. Durability, that's a toss-up on who's going to be more durable. Maybe I throw it to Artemis because of her longevity, but I don't necessarily know that she really gets that. In terms of speed and agility, again, I go back to the feline embodiment, right? That feline reflexes and everything. In overall combat skills, Pakhet is more trained for stalking and striking with lethal intent, but her combat skills are more instinct driven, whereas Artemis is a perfect range combatant. So this is where it really gets nasty for the two. Artemis is going to want to manipulate the environment, whereas she can make it rough, but you can't really make it rough for Pakhet because she survives in the most intense of environments. Magical resistance, neither one of them really delves in magic, but I'm going to give the edge to Pakhet because of her spiritual immunity. So once this thing really gets going, I'm really looking at the long range battle. Now Artemis is going to be able to strike from long range because of her bow. Now, Pakhet is going to rely on her stealthiness. She's going to rely on her decisive moves. So overall, if I'm weighing like who's stronger, faster, who's more of an actual predator, I got to go with Pakhet. And I'm going to say to the tune of, if we run this thing 100 times, I'm going to say 70 times, Pakhet's going to come out on top. Just because they're both very skilled, they're both divine, but one of them is an embodiment of a lion.